Welcome to the All-in-One channel. I'm astrologer, author, and coach Kelley Rosano. And this is Aries, March 2012. Aries, you're now in the cycle right before your birthday. Your birthday may fall anywhere between March 22nd and April 21st before the sun goes into Taurus. So right now in the cycle of Pisces, you're in what we call a 6-week cycle. And what that means is, up until our birthday, 6 weeks before our birthday, we are initiated for the entire solar year. So from your last birthday in March, April of 2011, up until now, you're in what we call the 6-week cycle. In our 6-week cycle, we can feel a little more tired. We can feel, when are things going to change? And it's our opportunity to use this 6 weeks to rest and recuperate, because things are really going to pick up for you at the end of March and into April, big time, okay? And then everything's just going to really accelerate for you, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But right now, we're in the cycle of Pisces, and Pisces for you is 12 signs away from Aries. And Pisces being 12 signs away from you, it's the last sign for you. It's the 12th house. And the 12th house rules ashrams and spiritual places, hospitals. It's the place we go to rest, heal, and recuperate. And because you're in your 6-week cycle, you are also being initiated for all the lessons of the last year. So there may be final lessons coming up for you. Maybe it's about speaking your truth. Maybe it's about not believing what others are saying, but following your own gut instinct. Maybe it's about believing in you. And so whatever's coming up for you now, know that it's temporary and that it's to increase your self-mastery. So use this time up until your birthday, which is the most sacred day of the year. It's the day that all of Cosmos comes together and blesses you with your new lessons, your new gifts, your new opportunities, your new abundance, and the new energy for the solar year. And so right now, this is your time to rest, heal, recharge your batteries, reevaluate things, take a look at what's gone before, and see how you can improve upon things so that you get more of what you want. Okay, and also Mars, your ruling planet, is in reverse. That can also hamper our energy levels because Mars is our drive in life. Without Mars, we can't get anything done. Mars is so important to all of us, but especially for you, Aries, because it is your ruling planet. And this goes for anyone that has a sun in Aries and an ascendant Aries. With Mars in reverse until April 13th, again, the universe is saying, don't push, Aries. If you're tired, rest. You know, you are the captain of your ship. You are the master of your destiny. And there are times where we can't always be on deck. There are times where we need to go below deck and leave it to others, even if the others are your guardian angels. And go below and rest. Get some sleep. Energize yourself. And recharge your batteries, because this is going to be a very powerful year for you. An extremely life-changing year for you. And I'll go into that in a minute. So just take advantage of this last 6-week cycle before your birthday to clean up things, to finish things, to evaluate things, to look at things, and see what you want to change in your next solar year birthday coming up in 2012. Okay, now, Mercury the Messenger is going retrograde. Mercury the Messenger will be retrograde March 12th through April 4th. When Mercury is retrograde, it is an ideal time to review, rewrite, rework, revisit, reinvent, reconsider, research anything that you want to research. So first, Mercury goes retrograde in the part of your chart, the first house. that has to do with you, with new beginnings, your outlook on life, your physical body, your personality, your personal initiative. Aries is the natural ruler of the first house. Aries is the natural ruler of spring. So it's about the uprising of life coming up out of the earth. And when Mercury goes retrograde in this part of your chart, you may begin things, but they may be false starts. Because Mercury then goes back into Pisces, and that happens on the 23rd. And so from March 23rd through April 17th, Mercury will go back into that part of your chart that has to do with hidden strength, the weeds in our garden, those things we can pluck out so that we're clearer, more empowered, we're more of ourself. And so there's another sign here from the universe that this is not the time to start new projects, push forward. This is a really good time for you to reevaluate things, review things, and really take a look at things before you launch out there, okay? Timing is everything. And with your ruling planet in reverse and the sun still in your 12th house and Mercury going in reverse March 12th through April 4th, and especially in your 12th house, this is a time for you to rest, recharge, reevaluate, re-energize yourself, because you're going to be really busy in 2012, okay? Now, the full moon happens in Virgo on the 8th of March. And I like this full moon because we have a lot of Piscean energy right now. And Pisces has everything to do with visions, dreaming, and dreaming is so important. I know we live in a world that values, money and getting things done and pushing ahead and achievement and accomplishment and let me see it in writing, and we don't evaluate the feminine principle. We don't value the feminine principle. We don't value dreaming in this dimension. However, without dreams, we can't create anything. And so the dreaming is so important right now. And we are in Pisces, which is all about dreaming and envisioning and creating. It's about spirituality. It's about meditating. It's about living in the moment and really being present with our spiritual and intuitive nature, our psychic nature as well. Pisces is the most psychic sign. And so with the full moon in Virgo, this is really good because it will help us ground in this energy, because you've got Mars in reverse, we've got Mercury going in reverse, and we have the Sun in Pisces, Chiron in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces. And so there's all of this dreamy energy right now, which is great for creating and envisioning what we want to manifest in 2012 and 2013. Yet it's very dreamy. So when we have the full moon in Virgo on March 8th, and that's taking place in the part of your chart that has to do with your health habits, your diet, your psychological diet, how you feed yourself, Aries, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. It's a lovely full moon, and it is focusing you in the part of your life that has to do with working behind the scenes, looking at your lifestyle, looking at how you can increase your health, how you can increase your well-being, how you can increase grounding yourself so that when it is time for you to launch, you can fly forward in the Aries speed of light fashion. And so this is a fabulous full moon, earthy Virgo in the part of your chart that has to do with your lifestyle and your health. And our wealth is in our health. Without our health, what can we do? And so the mind, body, spirit connection is very important for you in March, because you're still in the 12th house, which has to do with working behind the scenes and Mars is retrograde and Mercury is going retrograde, and it's going back into that 12th house. And then we have the full moon emphasis in the 6th house, which has to do with, you know, working on strengthening your mind, your body, your spirit, looking at your lifestyle, how you can change things so that you feel healthy and strong, so you feel empowered, so you feel like your full fiery Aries self ready to take on the world. And so this is really important for you to pay attention. The body is the messenger. What is your body saying? Does your body need more rest? Does your body need to slow down? Sometimes we can go too fast and we miss things, and we have to go back and redo them. And especially in the Mercury redo time, and the Mars is redo in the work area, and so in the energy area. And so take a look at what you can redo right now, because in April and the end of March, you're going to be launching big time. So use this time to look at how you can improve your health, your well-being, your vitality, strengthening your spirit, strengthening your mind, because we have a fantastic grand Earth trine coming in here. It's already started end of February, beginning of March, and it's going exact on March 14th, and it's so exciting because it's so unusual. This grand Earth trine is here for you, Aries, and it's taking place in the work house, the health house, the lifestyle house, grand trining Pluto in the 10th house of destiny, what you do in the world, your profession in the world, how we see you in the world, your reputation in the world, in that part of your life that has to do with achievement, forming a grand trine to our fairy godmother, our fairy godfather, Venus and Jupiter in the 2nd house of your money, your talents and ability, your sense of self-worth, your sense of self-respect, your appreciation, your inner and outer resources, your inner ability to earn great income, your values, what you love and value. It's forming a grand trine, and so there is some really great things coming in here for you, Aries, and this is going on March, April, May, June, July, August, September, into Libra, October, because we're planting the seeds now. And this grand Earth trine is very personal. It has Mars involved and Venus involved, and that doesn't get any more personal. And that's your ruling planet. So your ruling planet is involved in this grand trine, and it's funneling up to Pluto in the top of your chart, in the top of your life, in the part of your life that has to do with your legacy, your success in the world, your rewards in the world, to the part of your chart that has to do with your money and your resources and your sense of, wow, I can do anything. I really am talented and gifted. You're really going to be feeling your talents and your gifts coming in here in March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, because as this phenomenal, very unusual grand Earth trine, gifts from the gods, seeds into your life, seeds abundance into your life, seeds innovation into your life, seeds wealth into your life, it just keeps going, because then the sun goes into Aries on March 20th, and we have spring in the northern hemisphere, and happy birthday Aries, fall in the southern hemisphere. And so this fire energy picks up this grand Earth trine and just keeps propelling it forward into our lives, into our ability to manifest all of 2012. And this is so exciting because it doesn't stop. It just keeps going. And it's there for you. Now, we have the new moon in Aries on March 22nd. And that, of course, takes place in the 1st house for you. And that has to do with new beginnings, new outlook on life. You're going to feel like you're being born again. You're going to feel like, oh, wow, I have a fresh perspective on life. I have a fresh outlook on life. I'm feeling better about myself. I take action and things happen, things manifest. And this is your new moon. We get one new moon a year, we get one full moon a year. And this is your personal new moon for 2012. And it's happening in the part of your chart that has to do with Aries, because Aries is the natural ruler of the first house. So it has to do with the part of your life that has to do with your outlook on life, your selfhood, your ability to manifest, your self-mastery, and it's really kicking everything into gear. Now, Mercury going retrograde is going to cross over this new moon, and it's going to cross over the sun. Anytime a planet crosses over Uranus and Pluto, they activate it. So this is a very powerful new moon because it's conjunct Uranus, the awakener, the planet of unpredictability. Anything that comes to us out of the blue that we didn't plan on, that we didn't see, whether we love it or don't love it, is Uranus involved. Mercury's going to cross over Uranus, and that's going to happen on March 17th. So you could have sudden insights. Your thinking will definitely speed up. You'll notice a mental speed here. Your intuition will be increased. It will give you great ability for inventiveness and originality. It will also cross Pluto, so you want to watch out for mental obsession. Anything that touches Pluto makes us obsessed. It's just Pluto. And so be aware of this, because we're entering a cycle that is so phenomenal, and especially for you, the magic and the magnitude of this grand Earth trine coming in here, seeding your talent and ability, your inner and outer resources, your work, your lifestyle, your health, increasing your health. You know, abundance isn't just money. Abundance is the ability to do what we want and need to do. Abundance can be a new relationship. Abundance could be meeting the love of your life, who lifts you up and inspires you. Abundance can be being in the right place at the right time. Abundance can be having an epiphany, having an idea that takes on a life of its own. With the Aries new moon on March 22nd, conjunct wild and rebellious Uranus and square persistent and obsessive Pluto, the cosmic message is that we ought to take a giant step forward into our future. And this is happening in the area of life that has to do with you taking the initiative. And that's something you come natural to. So this is a gift for you, Aries. Now, one, cautionary note I would say here is to pay attention to is anybody born with Libra, Aries, Capricorn, Cancer, anybody born with planets from 0 degrees to 10 degrees are really going to be feeling this Uranus-Pluto energy. And it, at times it can make you really feeling obsessed or a sense of urgency. I want to do this, I want to do this, but Mars is in reverse, now Mercury's gone retrograde. So you really do need to be patient. And that's the test, because you're feeling this push of, I want to take action, I want to make things happen, and then you get a false start. Or you just keep spinning in your thought process. And so be aware of this, that people who have Aries, Libra, Capricorn, Cancer, anywhere from 0 degrees to 10 degrees are going to be feeling Uranus and Pluto the most in 2012. Pluto's already at 9 degrees. Uranus is flying forward, and Uranus will go exact with Pluto in June, but every time the Sun or Mercury or a little personal planet comes along and activates one of these, Uranus and Pluto, it kicks that square into gear. And so things can change really fast. 1 minute you're over here, the next minute you're over here. So stay open, stay flexible. It really is about being adaptable and flexible, keeping an open mind, not being, obsessed, not being, well, it's got to be this way, it's got to look this way, Be open to the way things are going to unfold, because this grand earth trine is in here for you, and it's seeding your resources. It's seeding your talent and ability. It's seeding your career and your destiny and your ability to manifest what you want. So the money's going to be there. The abundance will be there for you. But you do need to keep an open mind, because you could be going down this road and then all of a sudden you have to take a right, and the next thing you know, you're on a new path. Well, that's okay if things are manifesting and happening in a way that the universe is showing you that if you stay flexible and you stay open and you are changing along with the changes being brought to you, you will be provided for, and it will work for you, and it could turn out better than you possibly dreamed, possibly imagined. New moons mark the beginning of new cycles. In Aries, we seed new beginnings, new ideas, new projects, new partnerships, and we will harvest all the way to the fall. With this new moon in Aries, it's asking for you to be bold and take a risk and say yes. So what do you need to say yes to? Where do you need to take a bigger risk? It's also asking for us to take a stand and set a boundary. Where do you need to say no? Where do you need to set a boundary? I think this is so exciting what's happening here, because this grand earth trine is empowering all of us to go after what we want in 2012, believe in our dreams coming true, believe that we can manifest our heart's desire. The last week in March is going to be really powerful, because the last week in March, the sun will conjunct Uranus on March 24th, and then on March 29th, it will square Pluto. So you want to watch for incredible insights, incredible epiphanies. Like, you are going to have, like, wake up, like, whoa, all of a sudden I figured this out, or all of a sudden I understand, what's been going on at work, or what's been going on in my relationships. And it's going to bring new developments into your life, personally, and we're going to see it in the world. The end of March will bring the cosmic imperative to update our beliefs and upgrade our standards and upgrade our relationships. How we relate to each other, how we relate to the environment, how we relate to beloved Gaia. So be open, because the last week in March is going to be a game changer. It's going to bring new developments to you, new insights, new epiphanies, new breakthroughs. Let go of what's not working for you. Let go of the need to control things. Be open to change. Be flexible. Beliefs are important, but beliefs change, right? I used to believe in the Easter Bunny. And so what we believed in before, we may no longer believe in by the end of March. It's going to be interesting to see what develops in the world that changes our beliefs so much. And you're leading the way, because it's in your cycle. So be open to change, be open to the possibilities, be open to new beginnings, be patient at the same time, energize yourself, empower yourself, believe in your dreams coming true. Well, that's it for March, Aries. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your feedback, your comments. Thank you for voting this video up. I appreciate all of you. If you'd like to get a detailed look at your astrology, where we laser in on your personal transits in 2012, email me at Kelley@kelleyrosano.com. Until next time, Aries, keep looking up.